Alright guys, here's the other vid I was talking about. This is my 14.5 mid-length gun. She got a bit of a facelift. Show you guys what we got here. Still running the same light. I think it's the 620V, I think it is, like that scout light. Anyway, getting around that. The few new features that I've got on it is the stock, the rail, and the dots that's on it and everything. The stock that's on it, I took the CTR off, put it on my SBR, and I had this stock already. I had a part with a couple guns here lately, bills and whatnot, you know, stuff kind of hit hard around home. So I took this off and put it on here to get the cheek well, because I really like the way it lines up with my magnifier. Then I got the magnifier, the Comp 3 on it, and the Geissele super modular rail. Real quick, one thing, excuse me guys, that I want to point out. Bill Geissele, I think he makes some of the best products in the world. I love every product that he makes. Only thing I'd like to say is I would give anything if he would made this flat dark earth instead of crap brown. I ordered it hoping that I would get lucky. I did not, but in the same instance, like I said in the other video about TC Armory, this one's going to go out to him too as soon as I get the time and the money. And maybe FDE the gun like I'm going to do my SBR. It's one of my favorite colors, so I'm going to do this gun the same way. Also, let me point out is the reason why I took the micro off this gun. One reason is the magnifier on a micro. I don't really like the looks of it for one thing, because the micro is so much smaller than the magnifier. It just kind of looks a little strange leaving it on the gun. And it doesn't line up is the biggest reason. It doesn't line up correctly when you get your cheek weld and you get a good hold on it. It just, if any of you guys have it or look through it, you'll notice that it's aggravating as hell, and I don't like it. So I use the magnifier on the micro just to help sight it in at my 50 yards, get it where I want it, and then I take it off. But I leave it on this gun. It lines up great with the Comp 3. They're still, if you can notice it on them, there's still just a hair difference, but you'll never really notice it. But it looks good on this gun, and it's functionable. You know, it really functions well with this setup the way it is, so that's why I'm going to leave it on there. Plus, this being a 14.5-inch gun, you know, you can shoot out to 600 yards with it. You know, it can shoot the distances that an AR-15 will shoot. It's capable of that, and now it's capable of flipping it to the side, and you got the red dot, flip the magnifier back up, and you got a little long range out of it, help jump you out there a little bit. The rail, I've had this rail on there for a little while. I didn't make any vids because I haven't made any vids in quite a while. Just haven't been in the mood. Had a lot of stuff going on. My computer's kind of crapping out. The rail, guys, there's not a whole lot of vids on it out there. This rail is tough as nails. Like they say, just sliding it on the barrel nut without even tightening it down, the sucker is a solid fit. You just barely tighten those screws down. I mean, this thing is solid as a rock. I don't think you could run over it with a truck or drag it off of it. I mean, this sucker's tough. It feels good in the hand. It's not that wide. You know, you can take a look at, well, you can just see there, you know, looking at it compared to the aim point. I mean, it's a real slim rail. It's slimmer than what it looks like on the internet people's got. Most people have this big rail on the bottom and then the small ones up on the side, and when you look at it that way with the rails all around it, it does end up looking like it's a little bit chunkier, especially on the bottom. It'll make it look like it's a lot thicker than what it is. I'm only running my big piece of rail on this side to put my light, because that gives me the adjustability of moving it back a little bit. With the small piece of rail on there, the light is way out, which I like where the light was. I mean, it looked pretty good that way, but the problem I didn't like is it put it dead on right by the ports of the muzzle brake. You know, the lights get a little blackened up anyways. There's no way around it, but that way it'll at least be a little bit better. You can see where I'm talking about there, where it's at. You put it on there with the other one, and picture moving it almost, you know, 3/4 of an inch forward, and that's where it would be. No rails anywhere else on it. But I'm satisfied with this rail more than any rail I've had in a while. I've got a Daniel Defense 14-inch light rail on a Smith & Wesson AR-15 I got that I camouflaged and used to hunt with. It's a great rail, but The Geissele, I just, in my opinion, not a lot compares to it. I like the Noveske NSR. That was the one I almost bought. I honestly think I would be just the same amount of being pleased with the NSR. I really liked it a lot. But this gun, this rail that I bought, I'm very, very glad that I bought it. And after I get it all Cerakoted and everything, I just can't wait. But that's pretty much it. SSA trigger still in it. I still got the Vultor stock that I had that was on my SBR. Gonna order the upper from Bravo Company later on this spring or this summer. I'm gonna get me one of the, I think, what is it, Mark 18 uppers. Has the PRI free float tube and the PRI backup sight and the rail that goes on top of it. I'm gonna order me one of those with the FDE rail setup stuff on it to run for some long range stuff with it. Put my suppressor on. So I might put the Vultor stock on it when I do that. If you'll notice, Bravo Company sells that gun complete, Cerakoted tan, with the Vultor stock on the back of it. So I might change out the stock whenever I get that upper and see what I think about it. But you guys let me know what you think. If you have any questions on the rail, I have run it a little bit. As far as heat, now I've not done anything like on Corey and Erica's channels. When on the NSR, Corey took it, run 3, 4, 5, 6 mags through it there real quick. I've run 3 through this one, you know, and pretty quick, and it didn't bother me. The heat didn't bother me. It vents really well, so I don't think that's a problem. So if you guys got any other questions, you know, let me know. Let me know what you think about putting the Comp 3 and the magnifier on there. If you like it, you don't like it, just let me know what you guys think. Thanks.